This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot going down right now.
We finally got those issue two.
You can't even say it no more. We got our issue tees together, guys. And now we don't have them anymore.
No, and
we're back on track.
You can hear us. So most importantly,
thank you guys
yes,
for letting us know. Like
yes,
if you guys were not tuned into our live and just tweeting us and let us know that you couldn't hear us, y'all wouldn't hear this fire A-word list
that we have
that we about to get y'all. So
first and foremost, thank you guys. Like I said, without y'all, there is no us.
Period.
Literally. So with that being said, we're gonna jump right into our 2019, list, watch list, and I'm gonna start things off with I guess I could say the list where people already know of, like Cowboy, Polo G, Lil Zay Osama, and L Hitter. Right now, these dudes have Chicago on fire. Cowboy recently signed. Polo G recently signed. L Hitter, he's pretty much signed. Yeah. Zay Osama, you might as well say he is too. He's getting big shout outs from like Meek Mill and things of that nature. But the reason I brought these brothers up is to actually pick one out of that. Out of the four artists, I'm going to pick one I feel will have the most impact in 2019. And that one artist is Cowboy. So I feel like Cowboy will have the most impact because he has more of he has a solid team around him. On top of that, not saying these other brothers don't have a solid team, but if you look on your social media, you see Cowboy is everywhere. Envy Me just hit the Billboard.
And to be honest, like Envy Me is like the Chicago anthem right
yes,
now. Like
big
everywhere
anthem.
you go, like I went skating last week with my little cousins, and it was just so cool to see that song come on and just to see people younger than me singing that song and teeing up to it and on their skates and skating backwards to it. So the fact that he's really like taking over Chicago with that song, like that says a lot because it's hard to do. It's hard to get the masses to rock with you.
Like they say, if you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere.
Period.
And Cowboy definitely he's on another level when it comes to Chicago support. He has Chicago's support. Like they say, get your city to back you first.
Facts.
And he has Chicago backing him heavy. Now, Polo G, of course, Polo G is super dope. Got the finer things going crazy. Hollywood going crazy. Signed to Columbia Records. Big shout out to him. The only thing that worries me is once he got signed, he bought a chain.
I think this 23 right here, though. Okay. Oh, no, brave, man.
You want to come in quick so I can count it from the
Yeah. Big catalog,
I feel like
that's no different than people buying clothes. So.
Yeah. But
like I feel like but I also feel like too, like as an artist, when you come from nothing, yes, you gonna take care of business. You gonna, buy the houses that's needed. You gonna take care of your family first, but you gonna want to splurge on yourself. And now, me personally, if I was a rapper, I probably wouldn't buy a chain first. Mm-hmm. I'm probably gonna go on a shopping spree. And spend about as much as I would have spent on a chain. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't necessarily be mad at people as long as you ain't buying like a house and
me
put
neither.
it on your neck, because that's a little too much.
And me neither. Not disrespecting Polo G, because I'm definitely a fan of the man music.
Facts. Hollywood
is my ish. Finer Things is dope, and I'm happy he's where he's at because number one, before even his singles, he's always had a unique personality. It just when I saw him buy a chain, I'm like, damn, bro, you could have got a house.
No, well, I will say, so shout out to his little sister. Her name's Leilani. She went to SIU for a little while. He took care of them this past Christmas, so houses were purchased.
Big love to him on that.
Houses were purchased. He took care of his family. So
big love on that.
He bought his chain, but he, like I said, he took care. He took care of his business.
Thank you for shout out to Polo G. Zay Osama. I don't know a lot about Zay. I know his name been going crazy, but one thing I can tell you is his recent single, which is called "Changed Up," is phenomenal. The storytelling behind it is crazy. You gotta listen to it so you guys understand. So look up Lil Zay Osama, Changed Up. Dope single. And then L Hitter, like I said, what I like about L Hitter is his personality. And I saw an interview with him in Hot Rod not too long ago, and L Hitter got emotional.
And you got some dope, I would say, mentors in your corner, man. Bodell, Luch? Like, what do they mean to you as well?
They mean a lot to me. They
And you don't see that within a lot of artists nowadays. You don't see emotion. And he's not afraid to show his feelings. And Hot Rod asked him about, his come up and linking with Bo Deal and things of that nature. And El Hitter had nothing but the best to say about Bo Deal helping him change his career. And he got a little emotional behind it. And that made me respect him as a supporter. Because we don't see that much. Everybody got egos, and we don't see that much.
And they let the egos get the best of them. Like, I feel like a lot of artists should be more humble.
Yeah, they most definitely should be.
Just because, you might be getting a little buzz, but as quickly as God gave it to you, he could take it away right back from you. So just because you getting up there, just remain humble. Remember who you are for real. Who you are, who you were before the fame. And remain that person.
Make sure you guys go check out El Hitter's recent project, which is Don't Owe Nobody Nothing, I believe it is. Don't Owe Nothing or Nobody Nothing. Just search El Hitter. You're going to see it. He just dropped it not too long ago, so go stream that joint. Now, to my immediate list, my top 10 I feel is going to, make an impact. This is not in order, no chronological order. No, it's not in order at all. So I have Flex. Flex been having a phenomenal year this year. He's definitely one artist from Chicago that is underrated.
Facts.
Deserves so much more recognition that he's been gaining. But with him starting Flex Fridays, which is where he released a new track every Friday, I feel like that is going to help him grow a lot more, because now his audience have something to share to the public. He has something to share to the public, which will help him sprout more.
It's building his consistency as well.
Yeah, exactly. So shout out to Flex. We've been supporting Flex for quite some time. And so Flex is one of them. Next on that list is Chamika. Chamika marketing strategies and conceptual
I love her concepts and how she executes things. Like, I love seeing artists that put more than just the music behind their stuff. It takes a lot anybody could make good music, but executing that and rolling out marketing concepts. Like, she did was it Piece in a Movie to premiere video. Like, that's super dope.
Yeah.
That's super dope. Like, people don't necessarily put that type of thought into rolling out marketing plans. And I love that she does that. She's super dope. She's a unicorn. And I love that she's just holding it down for the ladies in the city.
Real unicorn, real talk. And then to also jump on that, she put together a festival. Camp Smokey Bear.
And we was at that mug lit, even though we got there late because we had to do the show. We had the show, but we got there and it was still busting. I could tell that it was way more people there in the daytime, but even at night
it still was.
And it was a great lineup. It was so many different things out there. Like, that takes a big brain and a really creative person to do that. And I love to see how hands-on she is.
The idea of Camp Smokey Bear under Don't Do Coke movement. Yeah. The Don't Do Coke. Like, who thinks of that? Don't do Coke.
But you could get a little Smokey Bear
up in here. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to Chamika for, making a list. Brittany Carter is next.
Yo, give me some Mikey spaz on. You ain't rocking with it, baby. You can get your ass on. Sounding like
super dope.
Brittany Carter is a phenomenal talent that I feel like I don't even think she see how talented she is. Like, she know, but the way the world sees her, I don't think she see that. Like, she's so talented to the point where she spoke everything she said into existence. She's a Kendrick Lamar fan, and she's been doing these freestyle videos and actually reached the president of Top Dog ENT. She reached Punch of TDE and ended up opening up for Reason, which is a signed artist to TDE. Recently, she just opened for Reason of TDE under Top Dog. Like, she literally spoke that into existence.
So it's okay. We just gonna speak into existence that TDE gonna pick Brittany Carter up
soon.
on 2019.
Yes.
We just gonna speak that into existence for her.
Pay attention, because she cold. That's the best way I can say it. She cold. She's super humble. And
she hungry.
Hungry too. Yes, very
super
hungry. So pay attention to Brittany Carter. Next on this list, we got Sprato, formerly known as Jay Sprato. Every time. You sound like him though.
I can't not do that.
So we recently put together Sprado Live, and I must say it was phenomenal.
Bussing.
For his first ever debut official headliner, he packed the house. As an upcoming artist, that's not easy. A lot of artists can't bring 20 people to a show.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna take a sip on that.
Hey, me too. Because people could have names. At the end of the day, it's a lot of artists with names, but could barely bring people out. Yeah, you might have traction on the internet and things of that nature, but Sprado single-handedly put on an amazing show, man. The artists that hit the stage, all amazing. But most importantly, his music is different now. You could tell he used to go by J Sprado. Now he's under Sprado. His J Sprado, when he was under J Sprado, his music was great, of course. Now it's like with him being under Sprado, he transitioned.
He's more developed.
Yeah,
it almost sounds like he matured more in his music.
Yeah.
It's more mature. He's more developed. You could feel it a bit more.
Yeah.
You could feel how much more he wants it now.
Boy, cold. So tune in to Sprado, man.
Snapping.
You got to tune in to Sprado. I feel like 2019 he gonna take over, and he got a single with Jeremiah coming real soon.
And we got a sneak peek of that.
Oh my
and
God!
Did we play that?
Played it. We
that.
played it.
See,
I might play it.
iLLANOiZE
I might play it today again. You feel me? But keeping it rolling. Chanel True is next on that list. Chanel True actually introduced me to Sprado, which is crazy. It's crazy. That's how you know Chicago has support. They say Chicago don't support and all this bullshit, but Chanel True put me on Sprado, and Chanel True, her performance, the way she performed, incredible. You can tell she takes passion into when she hit the stage. She also performed at WGCI's. I want to say it was like a professional panel, and she received a development deal from 300. So pay that attention come 2019. Also, we got on this list, my list, we got FemDot. It ain't much to say about FemDot, but just know FemDot been killing. The boy is outspoken. And on top of that, when it comes to music, he plays no games. He's giving you real life music, real issues, real music. So big ups to FemDot. Next, we got on this list, we got Wimmy Mo.
Wimmy, when he also performed at Sprado Live, and when Wimmy hopped on that stage, instantly he stole the attention. The energy was just there, and I feel like that's just him wherever he goes. Yes. He brings that energy with him. So shout out to Wimmy Mo, and not to mention he's super dope. Just his sound in itself is just super unique. Like I rocks with Lil Wimmy Mo.
Me
I definitely do.
I do too. Like Wimmy. Big ups to Wimmy, man. I remember he had the phone lines.
That's what I said. Yeah, play this song by Wimmy Mo.
They was on it.
By Wimmy Mo. We just played it. Play it again. I think we ended up playing the song twice that day.
It might have been 3 times.
Because they kept calling in. And
I definitely had to add Wimmy Mo, man. He landed in a Chicago Reader.
Yep.
What was it? I forgot the title.
of the most underrated
hip hop of Chicago.
He actually just landed on Lyrical Lemonade as well.
Top 50
projects of Chicago.
So Wimmy making waves, man. Next on this list, we got 2 more people left, and this the first out of the 2 is Tony Romiti. Tony Romiti, of course, a lot of people may know her from Vine and things of that nature, but her music touches a lot of people. Musically, Tony, her sound has developed from back then to
she just
now.
Used to be singing on Vine.
Man, her music has developed incredibly, and she's still not. I mean, of course, yeah, she has a fan base. Of course, she recently struck a deal as well. We posted it on iLLANOiZE when she struck the deal. But overall, Tony Romiti, I feel like deserves a lot more recognition than she deserves. People know of her, but they still don't support her like they should be. So I had to add Tony. Tony, keep doing your thing. We got your back like bra straps.
Period.
You feel me?
We rocking like cut off stockings.
And keep making good music. She got a song with DC Young Fly, Never Thought, and she also has a song with Russ. Yes, the most hated. What is it? I consider him like the most hated rapper. A lot of people don't like Russ for some reason because Russ got I don't know. Russ always dealing with. Me too. But social media, a lot of people be dissing Russ. I don't know. They hate to love Russ.
Everybody.
So shout out to Russ for jumping on that track with Tony Romiti. Lastly on my list, Neil Gang. Neil Gang, his name by itself is unique. Now, his music is crazy. The boy can rap, sing. On top of that, 2019, expect a project with him, and he's been in the studio with R. Kelly. Yes, the king of R&B, the Pied Piper of Chicago. And Pretty Rod, let's get down to your list. Let's see what you got on yours.
Well, I will say, Biko, that we was here on the Virgoism because our lips cut, redo.
I know where you were going. Our lists
like overlapped with each other. So a lot of the artists that you mentioned, I fully agree with you. Like, I support that completely. My list is not in any particular order. I literally opened up a Google Docs and just started brainstorming. So to start my list off, FemDot. I've been a big FemDot fan for quite some time now. If you checked out our interview, we kind of spoke on that. But I just love Fem's artistry. He's another conceptual artist, and I feel like he always executes well. His work ethic is crazy. The music he puts out, he always puts out a very solid product. I just feel like 2018 was a great year from him, and I know that 2019 he's really going to be on a whole nother level. Like, I'm predicting that for him. Next, I want to get into the whole, like, Rich Vision Collective. Like, I'm going to piggyback off what you said. Flex. I've been trying to put y'all on Flex for forever, and I'm so glad that the city is finally giving that man the recognition that he deserves, because literally since Hard to Be Humble, Flex has been giving y'all a lot of music that y'all were unworthy of, in my opinion. Like, and it's cool to see people just not hopping on that wave and discovering that old music while they've, tuned into the new music. So I definitely just want to give a big shout out to Flex, because I'm a fan. I love the music. I love the Flex Fridays. It's something consistent that, just gives us as fans something to look forward to. And I think a lot of artists need to kind of take heed today. Be consistent with us. Give us something that we could look forward to.
Yeah.
Keeping with the whole Rich Vision Collective, shout out to my boy Lil Blessing. Shout out to Blessing. Blessing is his name says it all. He's a very special artist. He has a very unique sound. He's a blessing. He's literally a blessing. I'm not going to speak too much on Blessing because he'll be with us like next week, for an interview. But Blessing has a very unique sound. Nobody I know in Chicago or anywhere sounds like Blessing. And I like artists that come with a very unique, come with their individuality. I don't want to hear artists that sound like somebody else. If I wanted to hear a specific artist, I would go listen to them. So I don't like how this wave of hip hop is replicas and it's people sound like each other. I'm sick of that. So I love artists with individuality and somebody that has their own sound, and Blessing is definitely one of those people. I will say, like, I'm big, y'all know I'm big on producers. So Blessing and J Noir, I hope I'm saying that right. Blessing and J Noir, whenever they hop on a song together, know that it's a effing hit. Period. That's like Flex and Go Haze. When them two hop on a track together, I mean, y'all seen whole projects produced by them. Hits, what I'm saying? Like, Rich Vision collectively, they stepping on y'all next 2019, and that's all I'm gonna say. Period, point blank. Next, I want to hop into J-Hop. He's actually not from Chicago. I believe he's from St. Louis, but he works with a lot of people in Chicago. He recently just dropped an EP, like, on the 27th. It's called Young Hopper. It's produced by Charles Loss, and he's a super, super dope producer, but get with J-Hop, because he has a song on that EP called Young Hopper, and I really don't like to compare like upcoming artists to mainstream artists, but he was really giving me Kendrick Lamar vibes, and I feel like that's a very high.
It is.
That's very high, but I'm comfortable with that comparison, because he really was giving me those vibes, from his cadences to the lyrics to just how the song was presented in general, the way he complimented the production. Again, shout out to Charles Loss. It was a great project altogether. To keep going in my list, shout out Iceman Izzy.
What goes up
must always gotta come down. Yeah, like I gotta give it to Twitter on that one, because they actually put me onto Iceman. I kind of asked for some music to play in my Two Pretty Pennies videos, because y'all know I just like to keep a lot of local artists in rotation for that. And literally that man's support system blew my mentions up. And actually listening to him, he's super dope. I love his sound. I love his consistency. I love how he's appreciative. He's eager to learn about the industry. He just dropped the EP, How Iceman Stole Christmas. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. It's super dope. He'll be performing tonight, but I'll get into where he's performing tonight at the end. Another person I want to get into is OG Steve-O. That man got the city turned on OG, you know, his little OG shuffle or whatever it's called. You know, like, I love his energy. I love his music. Like, it's something about him. He's very charismatic, and I know that that's going to take him very far. So I'm really excited to see what 2019 has in store for him.
Same.
Another person that I'm definitely looking out for is D-Free Da Vinci. Like, oh my God, he's cold to me. Like, I can't say I was always on his wave. Like, y'all know I'm going to be honest with y'all. But I recently came across him, and I love his flows. I like how he just puts everything together, from his beat selection to how he'll tie it into his visuals so that it all makes sense. He's just a really dope artist overall, and I'm rocking with him. Like, I fuck with Shorty, period.
Me too. Real talk. Me too.
Next, I want to get into my baby Lil Moody. She got the whole city whopping. She got the whole city whopping. Like, I remember when I first heard about Moody, and I ended up doing a write-up on her for iLLANOiZE. She did the Hot Girl... What's the remix? Yeah, Hot Girl remix. I had a brain fart.
It's all good.
Yeah, she did the Hot Girl remix, and I kind of knew just from Moody's sound and her personality that she was going to go far, and that's really what's been happening for her. She kind of took the city over. She created a Chicago anthem, much like Cowboy did. She got everybody talking about do your shit and whopping.
Yep.
So shout out to Moody for that, and I even just the releases that she's put out in between that, like F with this, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just been being real consistent, and I know 2019 going to be real good and real big for her. She performed at Hot Rod's Lip Pick. You know what I'm saying?
She performed at some other things.
She's been buzzing. I think she's getting the credit that she deserves as a female artist. Y'all know that I'm pushing that the future is female.
And what they say, Chicago girls do it better.
Chicago girls do it better, doing it better for forever. Shout out Dez at Fat Tiger Works for the shirt. You feel me? Okay, you made me lose track of my list. Okay, so y'all just
Moody.
Yeah, shout out Lil Moody. Another collective I want to shout out is AIM Gang. So Ro Marsalis, Asar, Josie, and Shy Atkins. Like, these 4 guys are so talented. I love seeing a group of talented individuals get together and work and feed off each other, and then just how they support each other, but also how their sounds complement each other as well. And, you know, we brought Asar through the show. We brought Ro through the show. Josie has performed for us. So if you've ever, like, kind of just seen how they interact, you know that individually they all bring something unique to the table, and it just gels and it meshes so well. And I know that individually and collectively, 2019 is going to be a great year for them.
Same here, man.
Another artist I'm paying attention to specifically in 2019 is Jonathan Stewart. Like, he has a very dope sound. I feel like if you want an artist to feed your mind, check out Jonathan Stewart, because that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to feed your mind. So he's more so like, for my conscious people, he's less of a turn up, but he got some turn up.
Oh yeah,
we're not going to act like he don't have no turn up. He has some turn up, but when you sit back and listen to his project collectively, it's really, it's going to feed your mind. Like, that's fuel right there. Like, that's really food for thought.
And to jump into that, if you watch our recent interview with Jonathan Stewart, he's definitely gonna feed you
dropping gems
with some food for soul, food for your soul. You feel what I'm saying? So tune into that as well. Proceed, my bad.
Okay, no problem. Piggybacking on you with Brittany Carter. I'm a big fan of Brittany Carter. I've seen her perform in different spaces, you know, smaller, intimate spaces. I've seen her perform at an open mic, but then I've also seen her rock a stage at Let's Get Social. And I love the energy that she brings every time. She's a very humble artist. She's hungry. I love her little 1-minute freestyles, because it just gives me my dose of Brittany Carter that I be needing. And she just, I don't know, she raw to me. Like, I'm literally just a fan. Like, I be fangirling. Like, when we interview her, I'm like, oh my God, do y'all know I'm sitting next to Brittany Carter? Like, she's so raw to me. Like, literally. That's how I was feeling. Another artist I want to throw in there is my girl Armani Day. Like, she's so slept on. Shout out to her, that mixtape Objects in My Mirror, because that was another one that touched the Chicago reader for a lot of underrated projects, and it was super underrated. Like, Armani actually, we brought her up on stage at Let's Get Social too. She actually spit a verse for us. We kind of just let the crowd interact for us while we was waiting on Taco. That was at Taco Live.
That was her?
Yes, that was Armani Day. She came through and fucked the game up. And her project, like, just lyrically, I feel like a lot of girls are not fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, lyrically, she's gonna come through, and she's demolishing, period, point blank.
Wow,
yeah. And you didn't even know.
I didn't even know that was her.
And I just put you on. There go my 2 pretty pennies, and Armani Day is one of them.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And then to end my list off, definitely I'm riding with Chanel True. Like, I love her artistry. I love just how she carries herself. One thing I will say about Chanel is that she's a good independent artist as far as making music on her own, but she's a great feature artist. Like, she's the type of artist that I feel like can take your song from a 10 to a 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's hard to be that type of artist. There's a lot of artists that can't get on somebody else's song and feature it and make it better. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anytime that I hear a song featuring a Chanel True, whether it was the Audrey Valentine, you know, what's it called? Are You Down?
Are You Down?
Is it whether it was with Are You Down, or whether it was Undergrad with Apollo, or whether it's Drippin' that she got with Sprato, she adds a certain spice to the song that it's like, dang, what would this be without it? You know, not to say that it wasn't a great song without it, but she made it so much better. And it's hard to be that, you know, as an artist. So that's like my top 12, because it was a little more than 10, because y'all know I'm super extra. Yeah. But yeah, those are the artists that I'm watching. You know, that's not who I'm limited to. I had to be very brief, y'all. Y'all know I talk a lot. Y'all know I talk a lot.
But yeah, man, real talk. Shout out to everybody that tuned in today. Because without you guys, like, we wouldn't even know. We
literally would have not known we was having some issues. So
yes.
Shout out to y'all.
So
we definitely
big ups
love
to y'all.
Thanks for rocking with us all year. Like, y'all have carried us. Like,
yes.
I don't know. I want to get a little in my feelings real quick, just a little bit, because I joined the team in February, March.
Really?
It was like March.
Okay.
And like, I don't know, I love y'all.
I love you too. We love you too.
I feel at home here. So like, I appreciate like everybody that just kind of supported, you know, stay supporting iLLANOiZE Radio, because, you know, people will add somebody into the mix and that'll deter people.
Away.
You know, that'll turn people away. But I feel like, you know, everybody, your supporters accepted me as well, you know, as a part of the team. So I'm just appreciative of that, you know, the iLLANOiZE family and their supporters was accepting of me just coming in and fucking up the flow, because, you know, that's how I had to do it.